Now, civil society organizations have asked the federal government to enforce the suspension of genetically modified organisms. The groups warn that their continued use could endanger public health, farmers' livelihoods, and Nigeria's food sovereignty.
Concerns over genetically modified organisms are once again in focus as environmental and consumer rights groups staged a rally calling on the government to halt their deployment across the country. The group insists that the House of Representatives resolution passed in May directing a suspension of GMO pending comprehensive research must be fully implemented with findings made public. They argue that GMOs pose environmental, economic, and health risk. The group also wants that gene transfer from modified crops could threaten indigenous seed varieties and degrade soil quality. They also further accuse multinational corporations of aggressively promoting GMO seeds to local farmers, raising concerns about corporate influence over Nigeria's food system.
We've continuously called on the government to ensure that we conduct long-term independent risk assessment that can actually assure Nigerians that GMOs are safe for consumption. So far that is not done, but yet we have more than 3 varieties of crops that are approved and given to farmers to farm. There are so many other products, over 50 processed food products that are in our market shelves that are imported, actually labeled to contain genetically modified ingredients that people are consuming without knowing.
We are not in short supply of alternatives in agroecology and organic farming. What happened to those eras where people from Ekiti State produces yam that are unheeded without chemical or without static input? So it's a question of sincerity of government, and as long as we allow these corporate guys to begin to suggest policies that are alien and beginning to determine the wealth of the people, is quite unfortunate.
Nigeria is blessed with abundance of food, of rich cultures. So let's go agroecology. Let's export rich traditional foods. Let's not bring in food that we cannot export. Right now, Europe is rejecting our beans because of those with chemicals. With GMOs, it comes with a cocktail of chemicals. You can't plant GMOs alone.
The debate over GMOs continues to raise broader questions about regulation, transparency, and accountability, particularly over who ultimately benefits from policies shaping Nigeria's agricultural future. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.